And then you have this like weird little thing here. Whoa! Yeah, that popped off. Okay. Well, alrighty then. Welcome to Dirt, Sweat, and Gears, where we celebrate all of the wins. You may notice I have a slightly different disposition today. And that's because we're recording from my brand new countertop. I don't want to waste any time. We need to look at this because this is just gorgeous. Let's get right to it. This is a synthetic, I guess, quartz countertop. It really looks more like a marble because look at these streaks in here. It's gorgeous. And over here on the sink side, you see I got a little bit of a mess still. And that's really because I've been cleaning out the cabinets and trying to get this a little bit closer to ready to go. What's really cool about this sink side is that this was all one piece, which is just glorious because we can have it just as clean as possible. And you see we have only two holes, one for the faucet and one for the dishwasher vent. Once I get this backsplash up, it's gonna be, you know, I almost hate the idea of someone else living here because I put so much work into this and just made it a complete work of art. But that's how this business is. Next up, and last for today, we're gonna check in on the tile because things happened today. You know, it's like I think my contractor must have seen my last YouTube video where I was just getting so bent out of shape about things not happening, even though I was paying for them to happen, that he just started kicking some ass and getting his subs in here. So but whatever happened there, I'm really glad it did because my God. And then he put the Hardybacker right over my plumbing job, so that worked out really well. And it just completely hid the booger. So you never knew that a total amateur like me did the plumbing there. So very good. He pulled the toilet out. He's going to put it back in himself. I'm not touching it. Screw that. People have used it. I do have to do another coat on this wall. I have more paint. It's ready to go. I am just waiting for tile. And then so far on the outside, I haven't really done much at all because I've been focused on cleaning this place. Every time these guys come in and out, they leave a mess, a trail of destruction behind them. So I've just been cleaning up the floors, the walls, the doors, the windows, the stove here. And that's because I have had this house on the market now for 2 weeks, and I have been getting some really good responses so far. I just met someone today who seems great, who I would love to rent to if he's interested. So, I just this is really getting pretty surreal for me. It's like I said earlier, I do not know a life that doesn't revolve around this house anymore. It's been that long. This has become my lifestyle, is coming into this house, fixing something, building something, painting, filling some holes. I just filled more holes today. I just cut more wood. It's going to be a real adjustment as I kind of find normal again, especially finding normal with income like that. That is going to be really huge for me. And that's not to say that I'm going to be making a killing on this house. I'm really not. I'm really going to be barely breaking even. The difference is going to be that I'm going to be breaking even and not paying at a loss. So now I'm going to be having my money back. And that is going to be just such a gift to have back, to be able to explore a lifestyle, to have a life, to work on cars again. I know you guys expect car content when you come to a channel like this because that's kind of what I envisioned this being from the get-go, and I ended up kind of just forcing you on this journey because I had no other choice. So I'm really, really looking forward to getting back to car content, and I've actually got something really special for you coming up really soon. It is a return to car content. You know, it's kind of funny. The day after I shot that sequence where I was all relaxed and drinking a beer and having a good time and just enjoying this little victory, that was this countertop. The very next day, I was waiting on, bathroom tile. That was the next thing that was coming along. And so the next day comes around, these guys show up late, and they pretty much do next to nothing all day, which really kind of put me back into this, like, oh man, this sucks, everything sucks mode. You know, everything sucks, this sucks, everything sucks, I'm never going to get this house rented. And so I was just, I didn't make an update yesterday just because I was really annoyed. So today comes around and I'm talking to my contractor, and my contractor is really annoyed because they're dragging ass. I mean, we are, 3 days later than they had promised to be done, and it was looking like it was going to be yet another day. But today, they stayed late, which is why you may notice the house is a little dark. The lighting is, just by the way, the lighting at night in this house is glorious. I so rarely see this house at night after the sun goes down because I'm at home, really far away, directly next door, 15 feet away, putting my feet up and drinking a beer. But I digress. They stayed late today, and they finished the tile and finished the grout. And look at this. It just, let's just take a moment to let that sink in. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. So I have the vanity here because next up, I'm going to ask my contractor to put the toilet back in. He pulled it, but if he doesn't want to screw it, I'll just do it. But I'll be cleaning it extensively. Anyway, there's some work that I have to do to get this vanity up against the wall, and let's take a look at that. First up, I did a really good job of moving the hot water line. So now I don't have to cut into the cabinet. I do have to take this out though. I don't yet know if I'm going to try to modify it to make it work, or I could drill some new holes farther down, a little farther down to hang this shelf lower. Maybe I'll just take it out entirely. Maybe there doesn't need to be a shelf there. But I'm going to figure something out to get the sink plumbed in. And once I take this out, once I take this out, which will take no time at all, I can put it right up against the wall. But I do need to sort out the plumbing. I don't yet have a drain. I bought this thing, but I feel like I'm not sure if I want to go with this for a rental. I feel like this is a little flimsy and not as durable as it should be. So I may get a little more robust drain going on here, but it looks like it's going to line up just perfectly. Like I'll be able to line up to the drain without any problems. So I don't really need that flex hose anyway. You can see I've got the feed lines ready to go. These are just ready to hook right up, and then the sink will work. So this really isn't that much time left to get this in. It's going to be pretty much no time to get the toilet in. And really, I think painting this wall and doing a second coat of the areas that I didn't get a really good coverage on is really going to take more time than anything else in here. And then it's up to my electrician to put in the switches for the lights, the heater vent light, and all that stuff. He's going to come in I think around the time of my next video. Definitely not this week, probably next week. So you're going to have to wait to see this. But, you know, I think that's still what I have so far. It's still good enough to do a video tour of this house this weekend. So I really want to get this video tour done this weekend so that next week candidates, you know, potential renters will see what I have to offer. You know, this will just, I won't even have to really talk about it, but, you know, it's a really simple discussion. And I can probably put this on myself, and of course the shower head as well. Okay, so what's next? My contractor needs to do this backsplash. I already paid him for it. So he assures me it's going to be done by the end of the week. Right now it's Thursday night. So his ass better be finished either tomorrow or Saturday at latest, because then it's no longer end of the week. So I think it's not going to be a problem for him. They're pretty quick. This is a very simple job, so yeah, he'll be able to knock it out in not even a day. I added the casing here. I didn't want to do a window sill because I did not measure this window for a sill. So I didn't want to take that risk and then have to rip it out next week once the new window arrives. So I decided to just continue the casing. I'm probably going to do just another quick coat of paint there. I put a little wood filler in it and then, you know, touch that up. And then once that new window is in, it's just going to be, chef's, so good. Over here, looks pretty good. I added this trim piece here, did a little bit of wood filler, painted it, and now all I have to do is put just a little bit of caulking in there, just to seal that up, and it's good to go. Over here, I decided since I had wood filler and I was going to bring out the white paint again anyway, that I would do a little bit more filling and take just another whack at this. It's never going to be perfect, so I'm not terribly worried about it. I just, you know, wanted something to do, I guess. Over here, I have not yet. I'm going to buy the bit for this and just drill it out myself. I don't want to ask for help on something that I can do because I know it'll cost me money. And then down here, this is, so I'm going to, before I put the faucet in, I'm going to wait for the backsplash because that's going to get in the way. And so once the backsplash is done, and I'll probably, what I'll do, if I get to this before the backsplash is done, I'll drill the hole, I'll mock it up, and I can start working on sorting out the plumbing. Because I have to sort out the drain and the garbage disposal and the dishwasher, so I got to sort all that out. It shouldn't be a problem once I get some practice on it with the bathroom. Should go pretty quickly. I started unpacking the faucet for the bathtub, and I got a little bit of work to do. So I was able to get that part on. I'm not sure. In fact, I have no idea what's hot, what's cold, what's on or off. So I'm just going to put it there, leave it like that, and see what happens. I did turn off the water to the house, so thankfully, once I uncap those, we'll see what happens. This, I'm hoping I can just take that whole piece out, including the copper, and put this in with the little flange here. So hopefully that will work out. Down here, I thought I was supposed to have a thing that fits inside of here and lets me adjust it to the wall, but it seems I don't. So yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure. I really don't want to buy a whole new faucet because that's kind of shitty. But yeah, I think I'm gonna have to improvise here. So I've already gone to the hardware store, got a bunch of odds and ends. It's not enough to finish this project, but it should get me moving along. I got a bunch of parts for the sink, the trap, the coupler thing, plumber's putty. I should be able to hook up the sink in the bathroom. I didn't get the information I needed to finish up the bathtub, but I think I can at least get that top piece hooked up. Over here in the kitchen sink, I got a bunch more tools to get this job done. I have a bunch more work to do here. I have a hole saw to cut this. I've got wiring for that. I got a trap over here. I've got the connecting service lines. I don't even know if these are the right size. If they're not, I might have gotten lucky. We'll see. We'll see. Okay, well, I ended up using a different trap than what I initially thought I was going to use because this had to come down way farther than I had a pipe for. So I decided to use this one just because it was, extendable. And I'm just going to go with that for now. I'm going to roll with it, and hopefully, it'll be fine. I'm filibustering because I'm afraid to turn this on. We got everything connected up. I'm mostly certain it's tight. Let's make sure the faucet is off. I'm going to leave the drain closed for now. I'll open this just a little bit. That is all the way open. They are both all the way open. They are not leaking. Oh yeah, that's because the water is off to the house. All right, let's go turn the water to the house on and try this again. The main line to the house is on. Now I'm really nervous. Let's give this a shot. It's not leaking. Whew. Okay, now we need to try the drain. Just gonna open up just a little bit of water here. Oh boy. It's because there's air in the lines. And this particular line hasn't been on in a very long time. So it's gonna come out all airy and brown and gross. Oh, we're leaking. There we go. I know what I did. I had this little washer thing inside behind this lock nut, so I was not getting a seal. So I fixed that, and we have no leaks. Thank Jeebus. This is cool. I'm really glad I did this. So all I have to do now is mount this to the wall. And really, I got to stand here and kind of like adjust it just a little bit. And then I got to adjust that light. So the light's going to be the last thing that I do. All right, so what's next? I'm probably going to put the toilet in because I do not have everything I need to do this. I seem to be missing this piece in here that's supposed to come stick out and join with the pipe that's coming out of the wall. So I'm not sure what to do about this quite yet. I might do something, totally custom where I just, extend the pipe and do something. I don't know yet, but that's the next challenge. Well, last night I had to end a little before I wanted to because I was getting really hungry and I was starting to get the shakes. But I got the holes drilled, but I did not plumb everything up quite yet. Under here, I did get the shutoff valves installed. I got the garbage disposal mounted, kind of. I think I need to make some adjustments still. It looks a little wonky. and I got the drain connected. So really, once I'm done, putting this up and mounting the faucet, because the faucet is just kind of sitting there. So I'm going to get just really as far as I can get before going back out to the hardware store, because if something comes up, I'll just add it to the list and then address it all in one trip. I kind of tried to do that last night when what did I get? Oh yeah, I got, see, the hole saw had its own custom mandrel for this specific brand, so I had to go get that. I had the wrong disconnect valve. I got the full turn instead of the quarter turn, so I got quarter turns in here, full turns in the bathroom, whatever. And I had to get this cord and some wire nuts. So but I didn't want to, because my contractor's been kind of unreliable lately. I didn't want him to just show up and turn the water of the house on and just water comes just spraying out and flooding my kitchen just because someone decided to do their job. So that's why I went and did as much as I could. I wanted to get the disconnects on and then shut off so that hopefully it wouldn't leak, just in case. Of course, my hypothesis that nobody would show up today and that I'd be working alone, proved to be completely true. And so here I am today. I'm kind of on a warpath. I'm going to get everything done. And if I have to start this backsplash myself, I'm going to start it myself, because even if this takes me 3 days, where it would take a contractor a half a day, well, if my contractor doesn't want to start until next Thursday, then I still will have been done long before him. So if I get to this, I'm going to do it, and then he's going to owe me the money. But over here in the bathroom, I still have to get this sorted, and I still have to get this mounted to the wall, and then run a bead of caulk along the back. I said caulk again. Yeah, and then I have to get that all worked out. I don't know what the hell the deal is here. Maybe I can take out that whole copper piece and then be able to fit this in, because that's the way it's supposed to be done. But we'll see. No leaks. So there is one electrical connector that I have to get. Let me get the light in here for the garbage disposal. I have to get that little conduit thing, the thing that pinches the wire together and make sure it doesn't shift around. But no leaks. Everything's plumbed up. The sink, this works. And you even have the spray feature. And then you have this weird little thing here. Whoa! Yeah, that popped off. Okay. Well, alrighty then. Seems like I've still got more work to do. Okay, so the line that runs through this thing that connects with the water feed line separated, and that's because it wasn't connected properly. I'm not exactly sure what will connect it properly, but it's just something I got to look it up and figure it out. I'm assuming it's probably something like this thing, probably clips right on and holds it together. I'm fairly certain, but I'm going to go look it up just to be sure, and if this is it, then I won't have any problems. But yeah, this is why you test things before people move in, because that could have been bad. I was looking for that. This piece goes between the faucet and the sink. I was looking for this. But now that it's all together, am I going to take this apart to put this piece in? No. Hell no. No, absolutely not. So I guess this is just going in the trash. Well, it certainly has been a day. We're going to start off over here because I did run into some trouble when I was testing the dishwasher. I used the wrong tube, and so I went ahead and I got the right tube, or at least this should be the right tube. I think the problem was that the old tube I was using was just way too long and had to, go loop and loop and loop before it reached into the garbage disposal. So I thought if I just get a shorter tube, a clear tube, and trim it down so that it's just a quick little gravity feed straight into the garbage disposal, it should be okay. So that's exactly what I did, and I put it all back together, and I am now running the dishwasher just to be sure. And just to be sure that we have water, we have water. So this is great. I am so happy with this. Also, I wired up the garbage disposal, and now it works with this air switch. So we're going to run the sink, and you press this switch, and this switch doesn't need a battery. The kinetic energy of you pressing it turns it on. So check this out. Just press the button, and so there's no contact between electrical current and your finger. So this is just so cool. I think this is something to keep in mind for really anywhere you want to be lazy. Like let's say you want to turn on a lamp in the bedroom, you could just put this, and if it's anywhere within 10-20 feet or so, it's gonna reach it. So I can stick this to the backsplash or something once it's up, and you just when you want to run the garbage disposal, you just press the button and it runs. So this is running. I'm kind of cleaning up while I keep an eye on this. I just want to make sure it doesn't start like gushing water or something like it did previously. So let's go check in on the bathroom. Oh, doesn't that look nice? Doesn't that look nice with a shower head and a faucet in the shower? You could take a shower in here now. Actually, next I need to get a curtain rod. I don't want to get a shower curtain because I kind of want to leave it up to the renter to pick whatever kind of shower curtain they want. Just to give it a personal touch. I personally would get an Aperture Laboratories shower curtain with now less than 5% mercury. But that's just me. I also got the toilet in. So I lost, that looks kind of ugly from here. Maybe I can trim that back. So I lost the little rubber insulators that came with the toilet that was supposed to go between the tank and the throne. So I went and got these little cork replacements. I'm going to come in with my razor knife and try to trim that back a little bit, just so it's not so obvious, at least when you're standing kind of, here at peeing level, or back here. If you're on the floor, whatever, what are you doing on the floor? But, you should be able to not see it from here. So there's a lot of little things I have left to do on this house, but I can clean it up as is right now and do a walkthrough video. So that's what I'm going to do tomorrow. I'm actually going to spend tomorrow cleaning up the house, and then I can do a walkthrough for potential tenants and cut that video together so that my potential renters have a nice thorough walkthrough of the property, and I'll go ahead and share that with you guys as well. I'm going to address these little changes while we are also doing the backsplash, because then there will be these little things that you don't care about, but also the big things happening, and I can kind of talk about kind of like my last week working on this house. God, I hope it's my last week working on inside this house. Thank you for watching. I'll see you next time, and keep doing it dimly.